So, Heather,
Yes.
in the B&B business,
Yes.
do you get a lot of vegans and vegetarians and special dietary requests?
I get a lot of special dietary requests.
Yeah, me too.
Yes,
More and
yes.
more and more.
More gluten-free
Yes.
than vegan.
Yes.
But I have people who, for religious reasons, have a
Okay.
certain diet, and and that's quite easy to accommodate.
Yeah.
But the gluten-free is
Well,
more challenging.
And to make something delicious
Yes.
and beautiful.
But I'd love to know more about vegan cooking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
perfect, because this recipe is gluten-free and vegan.
Okay.
So I find
Yes.
as a nutritionist, when I'm accommodating those kinds of things, I just like to
Right.
run the gamut. If I've got one vegan, everybody's going to get vegan and gluten-free because
Okay.
somebody's going to call
Yes,
me and say
yes,
I'm gluten-free at the last minute.
Right,
Right?
okay.
So
Okay.
this is a vegan, gluten-free pancake.
Right, okay.
And here's the trick. What they've discovered, it's called aquafaba. It's the water from
The fava beans.
beans, any beans, chickpeas. These are white kidney beans.
Yes, yeah,
The
yeah.
water,
The stuff you put down the drain
the
usually.
stuff we throw out. And you know me,
Yes,
I'm a
okay.
big fan of not wasting. I can't stand waste. So that water.
Oh my God, I wash it all off as much as I can.
I know, but it turns out it's the same consistency as egg whites.
Yeah, and it can froth up like egg whites?
Yes.
Oh
So
my
we can
gosh.
make meringue
Yes,
with it.
yes.
We can make
So is the point to kind of, it creates loftiness in what you're baking?
yes, because it
Okay.
can hold the air.
Right.
Right? Just
right,
like
right.
that's why egg
Okay,
whites, because when you
okay,
whip
right,
them,
yeah,
they hold the
of
air.
course.
So that's it. And just like egg whites, when you're frothing them, you'll put a little bit of cream of tartar.
Okay.
Right? Because
Yes.
it's an acid that will froth them. And this will come up just like egg whites.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So let me see
Yes.
if this will. I'm going to make the noise later.
Okay,
And let's
sounds
mix
good.
together the
Okay.
dry ingredients. So you have a gluten-free mix here. Now I just buy the mix. Dump it in
you
the bowl.
do?
I
Okay,
do
okay.
just buy the mix.
God, I blend up so many different flours just to try them out.
I know. You're
Yeah.
more adventuresome than I am.
Well, I like to play around with it just to see what the flavors are
Yeah,
in those
which is
ancient
great.
grains and
Yeah,
you know.
I play around with brands of the mix.
Okay, well I like that you play around with these false egg whites. I'm just amazed.
Yes, I
didn't
can't
know
wait to
anything
show
about it.
you.
Okay.
So that's just gluten-free mix, a
Okay.
little bit of brown sugar,
Yep.
baking
Baking
powder.
powder. Okay.
Stir that in. And these are dried currants. And the reason I use currants is that they actually are high in a fat called GLA.
And what's that when it's at home?
Yeah. My mom says that phrase. Oh, that's wonderful. And who are you when you're at home?
Go on.
GLA is actually good for our skin and our brains. So it's one of those medium.
Use some of that in the middle of the season.
It's a medium chain triglyceride, so it's one of the fats we don't get a lot of.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I use currants rather than raisins or anything else. But you could use blueberries or whatever. And you're just basically mixing that together.
Okay, yeah.
So what we're going
Break
to
up
do is we're going to take a little break while I make a bunch of noise, and we'll whip the egg whites. And then
Okay.
once they're in a stiff peak, and I'll show you how they have to get to a really stiff, we'll fold them into the dry ingredients.
Look at
And then
this.
we'll pan fry them and make beautiful little vegan, gluten-free
Okay,
pancakes.
that sounds great.
So there you go. That would be a medium peak. They're
is-
nice and stiff. It
that
looks
is-
like egg whites, right?
It does. It looks like egg whites. Yeah.
Crazy. And then we'll
Yeah.
just fold this in to your
So
dry
I'm gonna use
ingredients.
this?
Yep, use that. And what you want to do is stir it out.
Now, how much of this are we putting in?
Putting the whole thing, because I measured
Right,
the
okay.
bean water.
Okay.
And then you just want to stir it so gently from the bottom to the top when you mix in here. And I'll switch places with you.
Yes. Okay.
And I'll start some oil on the frying pans.
Okay. So.
And we're going to make little tiny pancakes. It's funny, my niece used to call them panks.
Panks.
Panks. So now I can't, they're panks in my head. I had to make sure, double check. It's like another language. I had to
yes.
make sure I was saying panks.
Panks. Yes. I have a kind of a nephew who used to call me Feather, so I'm still
Yes,
anti-feather,
anti-feather.
anti-feather instead
I
of
like
anti-heather.
feather.
Yeah, you could call me Feather.
I think feather's much better for you.
Okay.
Anti-feather from
interesting.
Chisholm's. See?
Yeah.
So they're a little thicker
Yes,
than a normal
yes.
pancake batter would
Okay.
be. Good enough for the friends we have. Oh, wait, you're one of them.
I'm just thinking, who are those friends?
Yeah. That's another phrase that my mother used to say.
Oh, is that right?
Since
Okay,
we're
I
doing
like that.
motherisms
Yes.
and, yeah, nieceisms. So these will be, they are a little thicker than normal.
Okay, so
So that's fine. They'll be totally
okay.
fine. They'll be totally
Okay,
fine.
good.
They'll be more biscuity than pancakey.
okay.
And really, that just depends on how much bean water
Right.
you had, right?
Yeah.
So they will cook, and we'll flip them just like regular pancakes. And then we're going to make our lollipop sticks. Lollipop, lollipop.
That sounds really good.
Lollipop.
So would you normally make a lot of this bean stuff and then just put it in and see how the consistency is so that you can
Yes.
adjust it?
Yes, absolutely.
Because you wouldn't want to add water to thin it out because you need the loft.
That's right.
Right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you
Right.
could add a little milk. You could, do.
But if you're doing vegan,
oh yeah, that's
you
right.
can't
You're
add
right.
the milk,
oh,
right? Yeah, I know.
Good catch.
I was
huh?
thinking about
Good
that, thinking,
catch.
how am I going to do this?
Yeah, I forgot
Right.
about the vegan. Good
yeah,
thinking.
Yeah.
Whoop, that's a big one. I don't want a
Okay,
big one.
I'm glad you're doing this part.
Yes, I decided to switcheroo.
Good,
Because I do
yes.
want them, small-ish.
Yes,
'Cause
and you
they
know I
are.
would spread them out, make them nice and big.
No, I want them smallish.
This is good.
And just like regular pancakes, we'll wait until we see like this one starting to cook around the edge.
Yep, I'm going to
Just
taste
wait
the
till-
batter.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's there's no eggs, there's nothing raw.
Oh, well, that wouldn't stop me from tasting the batter, though. Oh, that's just
So
nice.
once they start to bubble,
Yes.
I find that the flour needs to be cooked, right? Like you got the grittiness.
Yes, yep.
Once it's cooked, and that's your whole.
And you have the sugar in there, which you wouldn't normally put in a pancake, but
Right.
it'll kind of caramelize on
Yes.
the bottom, so you get a nice crispy.
You get a browning.
Yeah, you get the
right?
browning.
Because without
Nice.
a vegetable, an animal,
Yep.
without an animal fat,
Right.
you wouldn't get the browning.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So let's just see if this baby is starting. They need a couple more seconds.
I think
but you
they
can
do.
See.
Well, maybe we should have had it a little higher. What do you think?
Well, the nice part about the gas stove is you got to adjust the heat, right? Like
Yes,
that's the thing.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
you got to know your stove.
Yeah, you really do, and then you have to watch it so you don't end up talking to someone at the breakfast table and burning the potatoes.
I have done that
So
and you
many
kinda go,
times.
"Whoops."
Yes. Whoops, gotta go.
Gotta go.
And then you go, shall I start again? No, I'm not going to.
Well, there we
I think-
go.
Yes, okay.
See,
yes.
now we're talking.
Yeah.
All right, let's plate
Oh,
this
these
up.
will be really tasty.
Yeah, I think so. Let's
Yeah,
plate
I
this
like
up.
these. And I like the taste of this batter too.
Yes, good,
Yep.
good. And they're
Yes.
perfectly nourishing. All
Yeah.
right, let's get to your lollipops.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what do we do now?
Let's take a break.
Okay.